Good afternoon, students. Today we will be starting about the drug antipsychotics. That is coming under the Unit 4, Medicinal Chemistry 1. I, Shri Prashakar Banerjee, Associate Professor of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, Preroi University, wants to deliver this topic. So you know what is antipsychotic? Psychotic or psychiatric problem, that is very clear to you. Psychotics means the drugs which are treating the psychiatric disorders. So first of all, we should know why the psychiatric problems occur. So first of all, you have to know about the brief definition of the drug. Antipsychotic agents are primarily used in the therapy of schizophrenia, organic psychosis, and the main phases of main depressive illness and other acute, chronic, idiopathic or psychotic illness. That means schizophrenia. That means the patient is hallucinating or thinking for something or thinking there is something happening around him like this. So, and there are some mania or depression, illness like this. So, mechanism of action. Why this problem occurs? First of all, we should know evidence support that the hypothesis that the etiology of the psychotic disorders like the neurochemical defects in the dopaminergic and serotonergic pathways in the brain. That means the brain secretes the dopamine and serotonin. So there may be some neurochemical changes where the cell cannot secrete or synthesize the particular hormone. So as a result, the hypothesis is supported by the fact that the primary pharmacological action of antipsychotic agent is an antagonism of dopamine and the serotonin receptor in the CNS. That means some of the drug or some of the factors are there which is antagonizing the functions. So you have to modify the problem. A development-based classification of antipsychotic drugs. So order of binding affinity for the CNS neurotransmitter receptor. So classical antipsychotics are phenothiazine, which is binding to the D2 receptor and D1 receptor. Atypical, some particular typical category is there. So they are classified into first generation and second generation. So first generation drug is butyrophenols, that is coming under the chemical classification. Second generation is risperidone and clozapine. So the dopamine biosynthesis has been given here. So it has been synthesized from the L-tyrosine to L-dihydroxyphenylalanine. Then with the L-aromatic diamino acid carboxylase, this produces the dopamine. So this is the pathway for the synthesis where the dopamine will be degraded by the dopamine beta hydroxylase. As a result, R-norepinephrine is prepared, and from the dopamine, R-dihydromandelic acid is prepared. So this is the pathway for the dopamine biosynthesis and catabolism. Then serotonin biosynthesis, that is also derived from the L-tryptophan, where tryptophan hydroxylase is synthesizing this drug and producing L5-hydroxytryptophan. Then again the decarboxylase enzyme is again sharing this, converting this drug to 5-hydroxytryptamine. Then 5-hydroxyacetaldehyd and aldehyde oxidase, it converts to 5-hydroxyindolic acetic acid. Next, phenothiazine derivatives. We have to know about the phenothiazine derivatives. So phenothiazine is a main important category of the drugs which is containing 3 rings where 2 rings are fused with a 6-membered heterocyclic compound that is fused with sulfur and nitrogen. And if we start the numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So the first used classes of efficacy antipsychotic agents are chlorpromazine, and the prototypical member of the class was first used to treat mental diseases in 1951. There is a non-selective dopaminergic receptor antagonist, also act at other neurotransmitter receptor, giving rise to significant AR profiles. Okay, so structural property, phenothiazine or bio-isosteric heterocycle, a connector alkyl side chain terminated by a alphatic 3-amine function. See, there is a 3 amino groups present. 1, 2, 3, this is a side chain. Physiochemical properties, the phenothiazine heterocyclic compound confers a high degree of efficacy on this antipsychotics, which is balanced or solubilized by the cationic or physiological pH of the amine function. The phenothiazine possesses 2 potentially basic functional groups. The M10 amine So which is very weakly basic, that is pKa more than 10, because of the electron withdrawing effects of the two benzene ring attached to it, and is not appreciably categorized by the physiological field. The side chain primarily amine function, which confers strong specificity on the antipsychotic mechanisms. Next, some structure-activity relationship we should study about this. Structural or steric complementary has been demonstrated between thiazine and the CNS neurotransmitter dopamine, providing an explanation for the ability of the antipsychotic molecules to interact in an antagonistic action with D receptor. So phenothiazine antipsychotic drug, this is the structure. B, this is the dopamine. C, superimposition of the phenothiazine and dopamine structure, more complementary, the aromatic rings and basic. The superimposition of the phenothiazine with the alkyl side chain oriented in the opposite direction, no lack of complementary of basic amine functions. This is the superimposition of the phenothiazine with the alkyl amine side chain oriented in opposite direction. That's why there will be no complementary basic amine function. So these are the structured bioisostructs. So see the phenothiazine and thioxanthan. These are the another category of drugs. Thioxanthan, where this nitrogen is not present. So addition of electronegative atoms groups at C2, the phenothiazine ring enhances the antipsychotic XSO2 and CWH3. The 3-carbonyl alkyl connector between phenothiazine, heterocyclic, and terminal 3-amine function is optimal for the dopamine receptor blockade and antipsychotic activity. See, this drug be blocking the dopamine receptor as well as the antipsychotic activity. That means the dopamine synthesis have to be stopped. Shortening of the chain to 2 carbon results in change in the receptor activity from DA to CNS histamine receptor. Okay. So anti-adrenergic, anti-dopaminergic drugs there, antihistaminic drugs. Aliphatic phenothiazine derivatives, piperazine phenothiazine derivatives, and piperazine phenothiazine derivatives. There are different category. Whereas aliphatic phenothiazine, whereas aliphatic is there, piperazine phenothiazine derivative is there, and piperazine ring phenothiazine derivative. Pharmacological and therapeutic profile of these 3 classes of antipsychotics as follows. So, like antipsychotic frequency, piperazine is more than piperazine than aliphatic. Like these are the different property. Hypotension and drugs produces more hypotension than the piperazines. So biotransformation, that means the metabolism, how the antipsychotic drugs are metabolized, has depicted several different biotransformation reactions occur to the same phenothiazine molecule. Numerous metabolites are formed and excreted. The 7-hydroxy metabolite is an active cholinergic, while in the sulfoxides metabolite is inactive. More than the thioxanthan derivative do not form aromatic hydroxyester metabolites. Metabolite pathway is significantly altered by a variety of factors, interaction with other route and of administration. Aliphatic and piperazine phenothiazine. See structure: chlorpromazine, trifluropyrazine, promazine, and thioridazine. Piperazine molecules are different structures and where the R is substituted. See the R molecule is substituted with CF3 chlorofluorotricarbon. Okay. So different depending upon the molecular structure modification, the name of the drugs is changed. Thioridazine, piperazine like this, piperazine, fluclopyrazine, fluphenazine, trifluopyrazine, acetophenazine, okay. Thiapiperazine, like this, different drugs are there. Thioxanthan, one of the category. Aryl butyl piperidine dihydrogenase. Now giving the antipsychotic structure relationship. So you have to study that. So metabolism you have to study, and after this I'm completing this. This is not so important chapter, so you have to study little bit. Thank you everyone.